Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing my Christmas book review video. I have 8 books and 3 of them have like a couple books mixed in together. So let's just get right into it with this book. This is A Fortune's Children Christmas. It's by Lisa Jackson, Barbara Boswell, and Linda Turner. This is what it looks like, and these books are kind of like the same preference where there's these 3 men who they're all related, they're all cousins. They belong to the Fortune family. And I think it's their great aunt, I think it was. She decides she's going to give them each a challenge to do. So she finds them all at this party they have for her birthday. It's close to Christmas. And she makes them do a deal with her about they have to do something until the end of the year and they can have whatever it is by the end of the year. Like the first one's a rancher. She makes him go fix up a ranch. And the next one, he's like a tycoon. He has to do start a business. And the tracker, I don't know what. The tracker, I think, worked for, is like the rancher, the tycoon, and the tracker. The tracker was, I think, for, I think it was, for some, tech company or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, she gives them these challenges about, going to these places, staying there for a year, fixing it up, or starting up the company or whatever. And within that space of time, these women fall into their lives, and these women fall into their lives for one specific reason or another. Like the one that I liked was the first one, which was the rancher man. His was he got this ranch, and this woman, he finds her. She got stuck in the storm and she's in labor, and she stays there at the ranch. She has her babies there. That one was like the best one out of all 3. The one thing I hate is when they say it's Christmas stories and there's no Christmas until like the very end of the book. You know what I mean? Like if it's a Christmas story, there should be Christmas like throughout the whole story. So this one is a Mysteries of Lancaster County book. It's called Christmas Derailed. It's by Leslie Gould. This is what it looks like. This one is about 3 women, and I found out because in these books that I read, these 3 women own this shop, and I never know if they're Amish or Mennonite or just if they're not Amish or Mennonite. So I found out in this book that the 3 women that solve the mysteries in this book are Mennonites, and the one the one woman goes on this a Christmas train ride with this Amish family that she knows because her family wasn't going to be in town for Christmas, and she was sad about it, so she had all these tickets to ride this train, so she offers them to this Amish family, and here this little girl that's their daughter goes missing when they stop at one of the train stops to go to the bathroom and stuff, and she has to her and her sisters help find this little Amish girl. And it was a really twisted, not twisted creepy or weird, but it was just a really a twist you never saw coming in the book. That's how good that book was, because usually in mystery books, if you know who did it before they say it in the book, it's not a great book, at least in my opinion. So this one is called Home for the Holidays. It's a 3-in-1 story. I think it's a Harlequin book. It's by Shannon, Waverly, Debbie Macomber, and Anne McAllister. This is what it looks like. And these books were okay. Again, it was there wasn't a lot of Christmas in them. The first one was called The Forgetful Bride. It was about this woman who, her and her friend from when they were kids got pretend married. I think all of us probably did in our life. And here he comes back into her life, where she works, saying, he's married to her and blah, blah, blah. And they try to figure out how to work together. And finally, she ends up like falling in love with him. Christmas Angel was one where I think they were like lovers, and then he went away for some reason. I forget what the reason was. And then they come back. They meet each other up now. If that makes any sense. They meet up with each other now. The last one was A Cowboy for Christmas. The second one was called Christmas Angel. The third one's called A Cowboy for Christmas. And it's about this woman who I forget how it's about this man who, he doesn't like love, he doesn't like marriage, and then this woman, I don't know how she comes into his life, but this woman comes and he finds out that his sister died, and he's now in charge and the caretaker and guardian of his 3 nieces he has, and she helps him figure out how to help, like, make this Christmas like an okay experience for them because they just lost their mom, and help him raise these 3 girls. So this next one is called, it's Harlequin's, it's a love-inspired suspense inspirational romance book, and there's 2 in this one. They're 2 short little novellas. It's called True Blue Canine Unit Brooklyn Christmas. It's by Lara Scott and Maggie K. Black. This is what it looks like, and the first one has a Rottweiler in it, and the second one has a lab in it. And these books are basically, the one was about this woman who, she has this group of friends. They're kind of like techies, and this person is trying to hurt her for some reason. And it's up to this guy and his dog to figure out who's doing these things and why to her. And the other book is about this veteran man who he helps out in the, he needs help. I forget what. He has his company that's giving away toys, and here, this woman, her dog, her canine unit dog, finds stuff in these toys, and they have to both figure out who did it and why. They were both good books. I mean, they were short, they were novellas. It basically was like reading a small, like a Harlequin book, kind of, but 2 in 1, if that makes any sense. They were really good books. I really enjoyed them. And they were different compared to like an actual Harlequin book. This one was a funny book, and I love the 12 Days of Christmas song, and it's by this one is called The 12 Topsy-Turvy Very Messy Days of Christmas, and it's by James Patterson and Tad Safran. This is what it looks like, and it's basically this family who, the mother died, and their dad hasn't celebrated Christmas in, I think, a couple years. He's a professor at a college. The kids don't really like each other. The family's just dysfunctional. Like, they don't really have a good relationship with their dad. They don't get presents for Christmas. He works a lot. The son, he is in with like this bad crowd at school, and the daughter, she's just really shy. She doesn't really like speak her mind, that type of thing. And here, the son and the daughter set the dad up on like a dating site, and here they get this reply from this woman, and she keeps sending every day since they first knew when they first like talked to her or whatever, they find out that every day after that she sends them one of the lines of the song. So the first they got sent a partridge in the pear tree, the second day was turtle doves, and so on and so on. And then they're trying to figure out who did it. And there's this one woman who comes around. She's part of this group who takes care of like animals, like if you have some kind of like exotic animals or whatever, or farm animals or whatever on your property. She helps make sure that you're doing things right, you're feeding them right, they're in a space that they can be and they're happy, that kind of thing. And they think it was her, and I thought it was her too, but then at the end of the book you find out who it was, and it was a cute idea. It does remind me of a Hallmark movie that came on like a couple years ago that had the same kind of like reference with the 12 Days of Christmas, but it was still a cute book. So these two books go together. They're separate series, but they're the same series. Like one's for girls, I guess, and one's for boys. These are like kids' books. I read these like in a day and a half. This is Harry Moon's Christmas Carol. It's part of the Harry Moon series. It's by Mark Andrew Poe. This is what it looks like. And basically it's about this kid who, his family lives in this town that this mayor put under a spell. So every day is like Halloween. It's called Sleepy Hollow. Not the real Sleepy Hollow, a different Sleepy Hollow. Not where Washington Irving, I think that's who it was, wrote that story, that poem about Sleepy Hollow. And what happens is Harry's he can do magic, and Harry's teacher, who owns this magic shop, he gets put under the spell, and Harry has to help break the spell for his teacher to come back from his like, I think he was under like a sleeping spell. Because if he doesn't, by like Christmas, I think, the town mayor, he's like the evil villain. He was going to be able to take over, and they weren't going to have like Christmas. They have like spooky Christmas and stuff like that. This is the girl, I guess they're like the girl version. Honey Moon is related to Harry Moon. She's his young sister. And this is called Scary Little Christmas. It's by Sofia Benitez. I don't know how you say her last name. This is what it looks like. And it's kind of like the same thing. It's her and her friends are in this it's Christmas pageant, the nativity, and they want to ring the bells in the church. They haven't rung in like forever, and when they finally get up to where the bells are, they find out that the bells are fake, and the mayor used the bells to melted down the bells to make a statue in the park. And she decides she doesn't want to give up. She wants to try something else because she's like, and the person that was put on the pageant like decides that, well, if you don't have no bells for the pageant, why put the pageant on? And then everybody wants to go to the spooky Christmas chorus thing. And so what happens is she gets this like backpack, and this backpack she's trying to figure out what to do to save this pageant, and here something appears in her backpack to help her, and then the pageant gets back on. It was a cute book. It is like a little kid book. The chapters, like, some of them are short, some of them are long. Like halfway through each chapter there's like a picture. These were at Ollie's. I don't know if they have them there anymore because I got these for Christmas last year. And this one was the book that I really liked. I might keep this book. It's called Shepherd's a Bidding. It's by Karon. It's a Mitford novel. That's what it looks like. And it's a small book. There was only 12 chapters in it. It's about this preacher who, he lives in this small town, and a lot of the other, there's like little parts of different storylines going on, but the main storyline is this preacher. He finds this from his antiques dealer friend, this old nativity set that he has to fix up. And it kind of reminds me of, like, my mom has, it's kind of like, I think it's like kind of like the same thing, I would think, has these little figurines, and they're not like the figurines like you see at Walmart or whatever. These are like the OG figurines, where like they were made of like clay or something, and they were really delicate, like that type of thing. But then the bottom of them was kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it wasn't like the same kind of material as the figurine. And I should have brought it up because I could show you like an example of it. But I did find, we went to the thrift store and I found like a camel that was the same exact big camel that she has in her nativity set. Because when we put the nativity set out, we put it under the tree, but we can't really now because we have these dogs that if you put anything under the tree, they will attack it. So we haven't put it up in a while. But like we would, like I would do the nativity set, and I would do it where like I mixed like the old OG figurines with like the newer figurines or something, and it was good. It was good. It was a cute little thing to do, and I really liked doing it, like putting out the nativity. And so anyway, he buys this nativity where like there's pieces of figurines that are broken, the paint on them isn't good anymore, and he says I'll fix it up, and he was gonna surprise his wife with it. So in each chapter, when you get to a new chapter, is a page, and it has one of the figurines on it. Like I think like the first one was like, I don't remember, like a shepherd or something, or an animal, and then it was like an angel, and then you had Mary, and then last chapter, the chapter page was Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. And it was a cute story. I really liked it. And like I said, there's other people in the towns, like their storylines, but that was the storyline that was like the main storyline. So that was my book review video, Christmas book review video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time with another video, and happy holidays.